So, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income Agency. Hopefully, you guys can hear me quite clearly. We're going to do a sound check. There we go. So, you guys can hear me. Thank you so much for being here. We are talking all things going live. Feel free. I'm starting a little early because, hey, friend, how are you, Diamond? Good morning, friend. I am on a few minutes early because I got to get off some minutes early. um, I'm getting on. I'm going to do a hot 90 minutes if I can on TikTok in particular because I have to go eat lunch with my son. They rescheduled me to Friday because I couldn't do his Monday, which was his birthday. So I got rescheduled to Friday. So we're going to do lunch together. And I'm actually going to go and do another coffee meetup with another creator that's in the agency. So she's here vacationing. And so thank you so much. Yay, yay. Go eat lunch with the baby. You get a little mommy time. And so I'm doing that and then I will be back at my 4 o'clock. So trying to make sure I can get at least 90 minutes. So do a quick 90-minute live and then go on to you said that's awesome. And then go on to come back a little later. So appreciate you, friend. How you doing? You ready for your singing tonight? You did great earlier on Coach Jesse's live. Let's see. You did awesome. Gotta trying to clean my phone off. My phone feels lens needs to be clean. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you joining the live stream as well. Um, hopefully your day is going well. You said you posted the next video. I saw the one about Humpty Dumpty. Is that the next one? I did respond. I was just acting silly last night. You have a little voice to you, unlike your friend here. I am not a singer. My sister is actually. I didn't say that, and I don't say that enough. My sister has a beautiful voice. She is actually like a wedding singer. She's done several weddings, including mine, and so she is the singer of the family. I did not get that gene, and neither did my daughter. Her daughter got it. I didn't get it, and my daughter didn't get it. So they got the voice. I don't have it. So, but I like to think I can sing a little bit in my mind, but no, not really, not at all. All right, friend. Thank you so much for being here. Others who have come in, I appreciate you all joining as well. Thank you all for joining the live. Your son might have it. He might. He does like to sing. It's funny you say that. He does. So we'll see if it manifests into a nice voice. His father actually has like a little nice voice too. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all joining. Make sure you like the live if you haven't done so already. Go ahead and click the like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, click that subscriber button as well as the bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. So I appreciate you all being here. We're going to go on the TikTok streets. You guys know I co-stream, so this will become available for you later to go back and watch. We talk all things going live. So feel free to come in, ask questions. I'm happy to answer questions. Want to make sure you guys are learning and growing and feeling confident about going live, friends. All right, so we're going to get started so I can get the time going because I have to get off early. So I appreciate you all. TikTok Live, TikTok Live. We are live on TikTok. Come on in. We're talking live streaming tips. Feel free to come in, ask questions. Feel free to join me live. We're talking live streaming tips, going live with confidence and ease. Come in. I give beginner friendly tips to go live. So come in, ask questions. We're talking all things going live. Feel free to come in, ask questions as we go live, friends. Thank you so much for being here. We are live. We're talking how to go live on TikTok. Come in, ask questions, friends. Thank you all for coming in. Feel free to join me. Let me know if you have any questions. I will meet you on TikTok. Appreciate it, friend. Hey, Jennifer, how are you, friend? Come on in. We're talking about how to go live. Feel free to come in, ask questions, friends. We are live streaming tips. Hey, Bob, how are you, friend? Welcome to the room. Max, thank you for joining. Oh, no, Mother Hacks. Hex, thank you so much for being here as well. Appreciate you all joining. I'm going to share out my live, add it to my story. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate that. Hey, Jennifer, good morning. How's everything going, Jennifer? I know you are doing your thing, friend. So I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to say, join me live. And so I appreciate everybody coming in. Thank you so much, friends. We are liking the live. So hopefully we can get the likes flowing. I appreciate you all coming in. Hala Q, how are you, friend? Is my sound effects not working? My sound effects are still not working, y'all. My sound effects bar. So this is interesting. I did update the app yesterday, and it's glitching. It's some funny business going on. So it's not working. How you doing, friend? How you doing, M? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining. Come in, ask questions, friends. Let me know if you go live. We're going to talk about engagement. Proper engagement. Thank you so much, Alec. I appreciate that daily heart me. Thank you so much. Dang, we started early. I did start a little early. Here's why. Here's why. Monday was baby boy's birthday. So my little guy, his birthday. Well, when I went to the school, I couldn't do lunch with them because they don't do lunch with parents on Mondays. They do it on Thursdays and Fridays. So I selected this Friday. So I have to go lunch with my baby. So I'm going to get off at a hard stop. I'm going to have a hard stop at about 10:45-ish. I tried to do 30 minutes. It's going to be a hot hour at this point. And so I'm going to do a quick hour here, and then I'll come back later. I may even come back on earlier, depending on what my time it looks like. But I'll definitely do 4 o'clock. I'll probably stay later. Maybe that's what I'll do. So we'll see. But that's so I'm coming on now. Thank you so much for grabbing the daily heart me's, friends. I appreciate it. I will wait before I said my heart me. Thank you, friend. They did heart me's. When did they do heart me's? It was yesterday. Mindset Vegas. Welcome to the room, friend. Um, and so I got to go to lunch with baby boy. And then there's a creator, Per Mom Bookshops. She is in Orlando. She's vacationing here, and we're going to meet up for coffee. And so, yes, so we're going to meet up. So I'm excited about that. So I actually have 2 back-to-back things to do before the day is over. Happy Friday, friends, on the YT. Appreciate your friend. And so, yes, so it's going to be a little bit busy of a Friday for me getting out and about, but I will be back. I will definitely be back. We are doing our early engagement, our tapping. The taps are coming in rather slow. I don't know if they're actually working for my device because my thing is glitching, but we are at 2K taps, 3 minutes in. We probably need to pick up the pace a little bit if we can. So I appreciate you all coming in. So based on the time, and I'm probably going to end up doing a real close to an hour. I might get in a little over an hour, but I will come back later. I definitely will come back later and connect with all of you. So thank you all for coming in. I appreciate you guys. If we can do that early engagement and like in the live, let's see if we can get some more likes going on the screen. We're almost at 3K and we're 4 minutes in. So we'll see. Are my taps showing? Let's see, friend. Let me see. Are they popping up for you? Mine, I need to check on mine too. It says 594, 594. So, yeah, the taps are coming in rather slow. If you guys are new to the room, TikTok just filtered someone's comment. So welcome to the room. Thank you for sharing the live, my friend. Thank you so much for the support. You said they look different. They look like confetti. What you mean? Okay, hearts are here. I don't see confetti, but when you tap, are you just saying yours must be doing the same thing mine is doing? It's just doing the little burst, the little dot burst, and I'm not seeing any hearts. I think that's what you're seeing too. I'm going to check. Let me check real quick and see if my hearts are actually even showing up. Because last time I checked, it was just doing that and it wasn't actually working. So let me see if it's working. Mimon, thank you so much for being here. Okay, it is tapping. It is tapping. It says 2.6 of those are mine. So, okay, I'll take it, TikTok. Thank you. Appreciate it. You said it's confetti. You said I see my hearts. You see hearts? Okay. When I tap, it looks like little dots. Okay, update. I'm scared to update lately. Really? Yeah, there is an update. There is an update. Now, again, I don't know what the update did, because there's definitely a glitch. My sound bar, I cannot tap it from here. I actually have to go into the wand and hit the sound effects so I can literally tap. So I'm going to show you guys real quick. So if I hit the sound effects there, I can tap those. I can tap it from there, but the sound bar is not working. So I'm not sure what is going on. So yeah, definitely there is an update though for the app. Creator is sharing tips for beginners on how to go live. Ask your questions. Thank you, TikTok. You had that correct. I did update, but I have no clue what it did. I don't know if it's working really. So we're 6 minutes in. We're 7K likes. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate the support. That's what it's all about. Jenny, how are you, friend? Thank you for liking the live. Others coming into the room. I appreciate you. Laura, checking in. Thank you so much. Stephanie, Eve, Susan. I see all my new faces in the room. We got imagery, Jennifer, Diamond, and Halleck as well. Thank you all for supporting 1 year, Halleck. Thank you so much. Let me give you some sound effects. So I appreciate that, friend. Thank you so much for all the support, you all. Hey, how are you? I'm doing well, Jenny. And then my other new friends, come on in the room, say hello as well. You all are here. I say when you come in someone's home, you say hello. You give that greeting so we can greet you back. So welcome to the room. I want to make sure we are engaging. We're going to share out the live. We'll see how this live goes. Like I said, it seems rather glitchy. It was glitchy yesterday. And sometimes when it's glitchy like that, TikTok tells you to start over. But we're just going to stay the course because I know I got to leave a little earlier today. Hey, new here. Well, welcome, Eve. Eve, let me know if you go live and we hit that 10K. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate it. You guys know I love my sound effects. So I'm feeling a certain way about the sound effects not being able to do it instantly. I have to go into the little section. Diamond, hello, happy Friday. So shortcake stacks. Thank you so much for being here, friend. You said you have a question. I have a question. How do I do the banner? I don't know how to put anything but stickers on my screen. Okay, so this is the board feature. So we'll talk about that. I've not gone let I am deaf considering it. You're definitely considering it. I was like, are you deaf? Okay, thank you so much. Shortcakes, thank you for the follow. Let's do this as we prepare for the live. We're gonna get some more friends in the room. We may get the flash goal soon. Let's share out the live. If you see the arrow here in the corner, click that arrow. You can also repost. You can add it to your stories. You also can send it to individuals or any group chats you belong to. And then there's a thing called Power Share in the middle of the screen. If you press my glasses, my nose, anywhere in the center, press down on the screen, it pops up your friends you can share it with. That's another way to share out the live, power sharing. And so if you don't mind power sharing the live, as a live host, you should share your live. And so I've already shared my live out. If you guys don't mind sharing the live out as well, that'll get some more friends in the room. Thank you, Eve, for sharing. I appreciate that. Thank you all for the support. Appreciate all the support. Welcome to the room on the YT side as well. Excuse me. Appreciate you all being here. Michelle, welcome to the room. Flying in. Appreciate you supporting as well. So we got the board question. I tell you guys, I get the board question every day. So I say it every day, and I think subliminally, I don't want to do it, but I need to do a video. So I need to do a video. I have a video already started. I just need to finish it up. But I'm gonna do a video and I'll talk about, okay, here's where the board options are located, and then how do you actually do it. It's a couple things you want to keep in mind too when you're creating a board. Thank you all for coming in. Thank you all for sharing out the live. If you don't mind sharing the live, we're gonna get the flash goal in a few moments as well. So once we get the flash goal, I've always been afraid to ask. Oh, no problem. No problem. They ask all the time in here, friend, all the time. So it's never a person who does not ask. It's funny. I created a board where it says, ask me about my board. How do you put the text and timers and stuff on a live? The board is the text up here. I can tell you, they say banner. It's a board under this feature. The timer is under effects. This is an effect. So there is a timer effect or a countdown. You could probably search countdown. Effects is under the wand, just like the sound effects, all the things. You're laughing. I know, friend. It happens all the time. I don't know. I probably need to go looking at other people's rooms. Maybe my board is awfully unique. I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if it's just me and people are like, you know what, let me just ask her. Yes, we have asked every day. I know, I know. Thank you all coming in. Lady Cole, how are you, friend? I see now. Laugh aloud. It's funny. Yeah, yeah. So let me start with that. I'll talk about the board for a little bit. Thank you so much. Appreciate the compliment. Thank you so much, friends on the YT. Zip, how are you, friend? Good morning. Hello, good morning. Thank you so much, Shay. Others in the room, if you're just coming in, put in the chat. If you're new, say hello. I always say a greeting. Bless Diva Shop. Thank you for saying good morning. Appreciate you being here. Others coming in, say good morning as well, so we see who is in the room and we can say good morning to you. Um, and I'm going to talk about boards. We'll talk about boards. I came on a little bit earlier than I normally do because I actually have to get off a little earlier than I normally would. And I'm eating lunch with my son. His birthday was on Monday, so we scheduled for parent lunch at the school on today. So I'm going to meet with him. I actually do meet with a creator from my network too, for the agency. I'm so excited. And so she's here for, I live in Orlando, so she's here for spring break vacation, and I'm going to get a chance to have coffee with her. So really, really cool, guys. I'll talk about that as well. Good morning, Mama PSCU friend Jamie. Good morning. You're new here as well. Welcome to the room, friend. Thank you for the follow. Tivia Marie, thank you so much. You're new as well. Appreciate you all coming in. Thank you so much for chiming in and saying hello. You guys are catching me on a quicker live, but I appreciate you all joining. And feel free to ask questions as well. We're going to talk about the board. That's a question that just came up. You said, I'm from Orlando. I live in GA now. Welcome, welcome. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I'm from Chicago and I live in Florida. I've been living in Florida for, I think, my baby girl will be 21 this year. So a year, 2 years before she was born, I came to Florida. So what is that? 23 years almost 23 years. Yep. Thank you all. Appreciate you guys coming in and engaging as well. The AI summary says, live creator tips, how to use the board feature. Ask your questions. TikTok is listening to everything you say, so the AI will pop up on your screen. You guys don't see it, the live host does. So this is a good indicator to see if what you're saying is matching what you intended to say, what the AI is picking up. So I tell people all the time, pay attention to that, read it maybe, and get a sense of what exactly your live stream is about. And if the AI is all over the place and does not have it right, then that means TikTok don't have you right. And so just keep that in mind. I should make a better board. Okay, so let me talk about the board. We'll go board conversation. Holly Q, your board is great. What you mean? Well, let me see. Do I remember a board? You have the sunshine report. You have that sticker there. I like it. I do like it. Yeah, so you use the sunshine report. Okay, wait a minute. TikTok just gave us the flash goal. Let's see. Let's see what kind of violence TikTok is looking for. TikTok did choose violence. It is HeartMe's. It is HeartMe's. 23 HeartMe's. TikTok said, ma'am, I'm going to be extra today. So the HeartMe is the daily HeartMe. If you're new to my room and if you haven't tapped the HeartMe as of yet, and I think a few of you already had done it. Hey, Happy, thank you so much, friend. I think a few of you had already came in and gave your HeartMe. You only can give one a day for a live host, for my live. So you can go to other lives and you can give the HeartMe. Okay, I just want to make that clear because I think someone was confused before, like they only could do one a day, period. No, it's for me. Because I go live twice a day. So if you do it now, you come back later, you did it for the day. So so you can go to other rooms and get the HeartMe. So when everything's said and done, the HeartMe flash goal is TikTok's flash goal. I don't set it. It's a random gift. It's a way for TikTok to see if your room is activated. People are actively engaging what's happening here, and it gauges off I guess a percentage of who's in the room. And so we got 23 HeartMe's. Okay, we'll see if we can achieve it. I hope we can. There's enough people in the room, 40. We only need is one per person. We need 23 of them. So let's see if we can do it, guys. That's a great way to engage. I tell people all the time, if you're trying to be a live host, these are the things that you're going to have to get used to doing because you are playing TikTok's game, TikTok streets that we're on. And so you want your community to engage. This is not television. You are actively engaging as a viewer. You as a live host, you're going to be engaging as well. So that engagement is required. And so you just want to keep that in mind. If you're just sitting back and you're not doing anything, you're ignoring the little pop-ups that TikTok sends you to say, send a rose, send the heart me, and send the other types of small gifts, then you're missing out on your growth opportunity. You're missing out on engagement opportunities. You actually want to shift your thinking and say, I want to actively participate. All right. Especially if you're going to be a live host, because you're going to want the support for you. So you need to start practicing how you give support. So let me know if you have any questions. We're gonna do this flash goal for the next 15 minutes, y'all, unless we get it achieved sooner than later. I say that because that is part of how what happens here. And so I want to make sure we get it achieved as soon as possible. You said, Shay, I have to go, but I will return. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate that. Let's see. Is that the same for Shop Lives? Not necessarily. You want that to happen in your shop live. You want to encourage it, but not necessarily. People for shop, they're there for the products. That's the deal. So you're in the room, you're there for the products. In a perfect world, you do want people to do your your live goal, your flash goals. You want that support. It does give you more visibility. So if you're not getting that, I would say see if you can encourage people to support the live goal and the flash goal and stuff. That'll be helpful. Definitely will be helpful. How does that happen? It does happen. The HeartMe does, the flash goal, all that. All this happens in the live in a shop live as well. What is the board you guys are talking about? Jamie, is the message here. This is a board. Want to go live step by step beginner tips. Thank you so much, Self-Made. I appreciate your friends. Those coming in the room, I appreciate you all. You were early today. Natty Nat, I am. I gotta go. I gotta have lunch with baby boy today. He is his birthday was Monday, and so the school doesn't have lunch with parents on the weekdays. They do. Well, I'm sorry, they do it on Thursdays and Fridays. So I'm going today, and then afterwards I'm going to have coffee with Per Mom Bookshops. So she's in town, so I'm excited about that. Like I met with Soda. Hey Soda, I need to make gift shop. How do I set that up? Um, Pink Panther, tell me more. What you mean by gift shop? Tell me more, friend. I have to go, but I saw that when I came back up. Happy birthday to him. Thank you so much, friend. Good morning, Self-Made. Good morning, everyone coming in. Thank you so much. You said coinless. What happened, Alec? I'm back. You said I was coinless. Got your friend. Thank you so much for the support. We are doing the flash goal real quick. Let's see if we can get this done. We have about 10 more to get. I can't pin it yet again, but we are looking for 10 more heart me's. The heart me is TikTok's flash goal this morning is trying to make sure that if you haven't clicked here where it says join, that's how you would do it. You would send a heart me by clicking join. When you come in someone's room, you want to support them with the heart me in particular, because that shows that you're actively becoming a fan club member. You're supporting the live stream. If you are doing your live, you want people to come in and click your heart me. That's part of what you want to do. Hold on one second. Jamie, you said something. I like your house. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you. I started going live last year and stop. I see a lot has changed. I need a tutor. You got stay in the room, friend. I got you. How were you able to get super fans? That's what you corrected later. What was that a perk? As you start going live, super fan benefits pops up later. I don't know how soon you're able to get that. I know you have to do 3 lives to unlock all the features. I think super fans may come around then as something you could turn on. Because I don't think you get the fan club immediately either. And so you get to turn that on after so many lives. What daughter says hi to you when she sees me watching you? Oh, really? Tell baby girl I said hello. That's sweet. Thank you so much. You're welcome. You're welcome, friends. Jamie, let me know if that answered your question. With super fans is where people pay a subscription for your services for your live stream. I'm going to do a super fan only live later. Let me put that on. Let me do a sticker for that so I can remind myself too. So we are doing the flash goal right now. Super fan only. Let's say live 4 p.m. Will it let me put ET? No, it won't. Um, too many letters. Okay, let's see. I'll just do that. Okay. So we do that. Okay. So that's a little sticker. I mean, like, what are your perks for your super fans, and how do I know, and how do kind of promote it? How do I promote it? Um, well, super fans. So when you click it, it should list the perks. Let me know if you don't see it when you click the super fan feature. It should list it there. I do super fan only lives. That's kind of like my biggest perk that I offer. Um, let me pull this down a little bit. That's probably the biggest perk that I offer because I want to make sure that I'm answering questions. So it's like a Ask Me Anything live. I pull the boxes up. I offer new insights and information to my super fans. We talk about setting up your super fans, ways that you can engage your community and stuff. So that's probably the biggest thing because people are trying to learn and grow about monetization. So I give other monetization tips too. Um, and did I do hold on one second, friend. I want to make sure I send my HeartMe. Okay, there we go. I was trying to make sure I sent it. And so that's the biggest thing. And then you can do super fan only chats. You can thank you so much, friends coming back in. I see you, Bob. Appreciate you, friend. You can do super fan only chats. You can have obviously your super fan in general, they get points in advance in your fan club. So you get up to level, I think with super fan, you start off at level 10. Your HeartMe doesn't ever gray out. So there's some standard features there. Hey, Moonflower, others coming into the room. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being here. I am looking to do like a super fan only group chat. And I don't currently do that only because I have the group chats for my agency also going. So I'm always considerate of that. But I think I will do a super fan only chat as well. So you said you updated your bio. Awesome. You did your homework, friend. I love it. Let's see. Okay. Cheyenne, twin mom, UGC, NYC. I share my life, my story, my trust. Hit the follow. Okay, look at you. Awesome. That's good, friend. And I was sharing the other day is that you don't have to stick with your bio. You can always change and make adjustments to it. We are in the flash goal, guys. We need two more heart me's. If you came into the room and haven't shared your heart me, this is the time to do it so that we can um, get that goal. We need one more. Thank you, Unwritten Unstoppable. Thank you all. My sound effects is not working properly. The sound bar doesn't work. So I actually, hey, Mama T, thank you so much for that. I actually have to go in and click the sound effects button so I can get to my sound effects. So thank you all for supporting that flash goal. I appreciate it. We achieved that. That goal was a little lofty, but we did it. The flash goal is something you don't want to ignore. I want you to make sure that you are doing it as often as you can. I would say don't dismiss it. If you achieve it, that's great. If you don't feel bad about it. It's okay. But it does offer a little bit more visibility to your room. So you get pushed out a little bit more just because TikTok sees your room as actively engaging. So you want to do that as well. So I came on a little early because I got to get off a little early. My little guy, I'm having lunch with him. His birthday was Monday. They do parent lunch on Fridays. And so I was able to sign up and do that. So that's why I have to get off early. I'll probably have a hard stop at 10:50ish. I got to be in the building by 11:15. So 10:50ish, no later than 11 that I have to really get off, probably before 11. So I can get in the car and drive over there real quick. So and then with that, I was sharing earlier, I'm also meeting with a creator in the agency. Somebody asked me that earlier in the week, like, have you ever met your creators? And I was like, I have. I met Soda. I met my New York folks, several of the New York folks, and because I was there in New York for the marathon. And then I'm meeting another creator that's coming down to Orlando. And so we're going to have coffee today. That's Per Mom Bookshops. Mine is the small, tall ball coming up. Old Hollywood style. Oh, really? What you mean? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Moonflower? What's that? What is that, friend? Is that an event? Let me know, friend. Um, Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. So boards came up. Hey, Miss Dawn, thank you for the daily HeartMe. Boards came up, as y'all always know. I always get the question about boards. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make this live kind of a deeper dive into boards. All right. So when I did this live earlier in the week, I did a deeper dive. Some of you might have been here. Some of you might have missed it. So stay with me. My son's school has a dance in a few weeks. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. That's so good to meet other creators. No one else really understands us. I love meeting y'all in person. Good morning. How do you move up from League D to League A? You got to stay live every day. You got to go live every day. You got to start building your community. The leagues is based on your daily live hosting and what's happening in your room. So my new creators, you're focusing on building your community and being live daily. All right. That's probably the quickest way to answer that question. There's more to that. Time of day matters or timing matters. Um, what's happening in your life matters. As you grow, more is expected of you and expected of your room and your community. And so just recognizing that it's not it increases, the expectation increases as you get to the A League. And so it's not an easy feat. So you really want to spend this early time focusing on building your community. Hey, Coach Chantel, appreciate your friend. Thank you so much. Plot twist. Thank you for that follow. Victor, thank you for the rose victory. Let's see. It takes a long time from what I hear. It does. I mean, it's literally a measure of growth. And so some people can fast track it if they have a room that is really doing well and actively engaging and participating, but it does take time. All right. Yep, every day and day. So learn to love it. Yes, that's true. It takes a long time from it. Yep, that's it. So that's the Cliff Note version. I'm not going to go into leagues today because I don't have enough time, but was going to do a deeper dive on boards. How do you get past the fear that you might mess up? Oh, there's nothing to mess up. Mess up what? No fear. A mess up what? It's like, what are we messing up? No, it's fine. Nothing. You can't break anything here. I tell you all the time, hey, touch buttons, get a sense of what's here. Honestly, you just keep talking. You're talking about like violation type mess up, and you say something inappropriate. You might get a restriction here or there. If you get a violation, they suspend you. But I mean, obviously, you just got to be tactful about what you're saying and doing in your live stream. You got to be mindful of how you are conducting yourself and how you bring people up in your room. And so little things like that you'll learn along the way. But for the most part, you shouldn't be afraid of this. Um, and so I would say, yeah, there's literally nothing you can break. And if TikTok says you're in trouble, just take that hit and keep it moving. You'll be fine. Appeal every time you get in trouble, and appeal and say, I don't know what I did wrong. And so that's the other thing I put. You have to love your topic, your community. That is almost impossible to mess up. That's true. That is true. I love that. Holly Q, let me cheer for that. I got to find my cheer cheer button. Thank you so much. We do live without a script and have fun with it. That's it. That's it. I love that. So let's do this. I'm gonna first start here. This is where I started before. I started with boards because there are multi-guest boards. And so I showed this because I wanted you guys to see, and we'll just do this one real quick so you guys can see it. My sticker. I'm gonna put my sticker down here. And so I just want you guys to see. I'm not going to invite people up on the boards, but you guys can see this is a board, and the board right here. I'm actually going to click it. Well, not click it. I'm going to click my two heads, the two people, and I'm going to click boards, and I'm going to show that particular board. Let's see. I'll use this one. And so the board is here. So you could do a board, and it takes up one of your boxes, as you can tell, but you actually could do a board. If you want to do a little fancier board, you can, because the boards here, you can actually use pictures for images with. I take that back. The new boards, the new AI boards, you can use pictures too. I'll talk about that in a second. But you can see up top, we have good morning at the top. That's the message up top you see. And then we also have, and they just added that little message of good morning. Let me see. You guys see that at the top? I think that's brand new, y'all. I have to admit. I never noticed that good morning up there. You see it? That is true. That is new. I like that. I'm looking at my other account. I see it there too. Look at you, TikTok, being fancy. You can change the words up there. Cool. I like that. And so if you wanted to, you could do that too. You said, thank you so much, everybody coming. You said rising. Welcome to the room. And so you could change the board here as well. If I click this board, it'll allow me to, well, actually, no, I have to go back down to the two people. It should allow me to edit this board. Let's see. If I want to add some images to it, I can. Am I not showing? Let me know if y'all don't see me. I can add an image to it. So we'll just use this image. And I'll change the color. Hold on one second. And there we go. Did it do it? Oh gosh, I did all that editing and it didn't show it. Hold on one second, y'all. Sorry. I didn't save it. Give me 1 second. So there. Is it saving? Let me see. It didn't save it. Let's see. I think it saved it in the other spot. There we go. I had to use it. There we go. So this is another one that you can do. So again, you can change out your board. You can use different messaging. So this is another way. If you have a special event you're doing, you can play around with the font. It's not letting me like the live. Interesting. You have to actually, when I'm like this, you actually have to like my square. So it's very specific. You're liking me in the square. So if you are tapping, you guys should tap my square and it'll let you do it. If you have a tapper, you actually have to position your tapper to be on my square. That's for anybody's room, just so that you guys know. So if you're ever trying to like someone's room and they have multi guest panels or guest or co-hosting, you actually have to go to their square. Okay. And so when it comes to this board, it's pretty cool. So you can change it. You can use an image like you can see here. You can change it out. So that's good for here. And then they also have this little upper message here, which is pretty cool. So know that that is the multi-guest board. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate the roses. So that's the multi-guest board. It's a great way to also kind of let people know what your room is about. All right. Especially if you're doing a special event, you have people coming up, you want to talk about something, you want to share some information, you can do that. All right. So the other board that I use, I'm going to show that. That is actually a general board. So those who, let me go to my other account and I'll show it in real time for you guys so you can see it. And then we'll talk there. Thank you all for the follow. So again, so this is the board. All I did was put a camera roll picture. It's pretty intuitive. Once you click the board in multi-guest, you can update it. When you go on your settings screen, you actually can create it there as well. So there's two different places you can get to it. So I'm going to take myself down from the multi-guest feature. So you guys will go back to the regular side and then we're going to show the other boards. Okay, so this board is here. Put my sticker back up. Okay. Thank you all. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate you guys. I see some people coming in, following the live host. Thank you for your support, you all. I'm going to be on for about another 20 minutes or so. So I'm not going to be on super long because I have to get off a little earlier. But I appreciate you all being here. So we are going to go to my other screen. I'm going to show, let's see, let's do this. I am going to show boards. Okay. So we're going to see this, clear this off. Okay. So we see it here. We're on the screen. I'm going to flip it so you guys can see the words correctly. Okay. So here, we're here on the screen. There's 3 different places for my screen where I can find boards. I'm going to find it under settings. if I see, oh, well, maybe not. Did they take it away? Hold on, you all. Huh. No, it's not here anymore. I told you this thing has been kind of glitching and been acting up. So let me say this for you all. So for me, it's not showing up, but for you all, it may show up. So it could be under settings. Okay. If you click under settings, you're going to see it like right here where it says dual camera boards usually sits there. Okay. So keep that in mind. So it could be there. It can be its own icon. You can tell it's here as its own icon for me. And then under Service Plus, if you click the Service Plus, it's usually down here as well, boards. So boards is under Service Plus. If you activate your Service Plus, it's going to be its own separate icon. Boards is here. I clicked the wrong thing. So you're here. And this is the one we're gonna show. All right. So this is boards. All right. So my boards have AI boards. Some people don't have this update yet. So if you don't have it, you're missing out on a few of the extra features they're doing, the different font styles, the bubble letters. They have some new features there. Thank you so much for that, Daily HeartMe. Thank you for the knowledge. I'm new and wanted to learn. You're welcome, friend. And so this is a board. That's what I created here. So you may not have the newest features. All right. If you don't have this AI type board. And as you can tell, this is general and multi-guest. What I just showed you previously was multi-guest. So you guys saw the multi-guest panels. You can create a board there. You can add an image to it. You can do all the things. We're operating under general. You can use these AI features, and I'll walk you through different boards you can create. The AI actually heard me and created some boards for me. And then there's these other boards that you'll see in a second. Hold on one second. See, this board says Dr. Lisa. So it created these boards for me. And then it has, let me see, I'm okay. And then it has the boards here where it has the two different words. And we're going to use this one. We'll click this one. And so with this one, the words are there. And all I need to do is touch the words, ask your question, gets answers. And so I'm going to touch the words and I'm just going to erase the words that are there. And I'm going to type in my own words. I'm using their template and I'm typing in my own words. And I'm going to say, we'll just say live host era. And then they have these special fonts you can use. So I'm going to change out the fonts. Maybe I'll change out to some of the other font sizes that are there. Okay. And then I can also change the type of look. So it says live host era. I'm going to change out the style. There's the bubble letters. I might use those. I'm going to use that. I can make it a little bigger. So I'm going to use that. And then I can hit done. I can change the color, but I'm going to keep it on that blue. And then underneath it is the next set of words. So I click those words and I can erase those words. And I'm going to say, I'll just say live host era beginner tips. I'll just do that. Okay. And I'm going to change out the style a little bit because it was too little cursive-y for me. So I'm just going to make it, we'll do that. Okay. I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger. We'll do the font letters for that too. I'm going to change the color so we have contrasting colors. Okay. Teach boards this morning. Thanks. You're welcome, friend. Hello, my other friends who came in. And so now I changed the words out and I'm going to hit done again. So that's what it looks like so far. Similar to that blue and the yellow that I'm using here. So that's what it looks like. So then if I hit done, that's totally fine. If I wanted to create another little sideboard, that engagement board, I would hit bullets. So it'll have the little smaller board to the side. If I want to add a background, I could click a background image. And it allows me to add a picture from my camera roll. And so we did that little image. Okay, I see now. Yep. We did the little image of the mountain skyscape because that was from my vacation photos. And so I can do it like that. And then I would float. I would be a floating head. You can see me. See how I'm floating in the screen? So that's how it'll look. And this will be my background. Okay. Soda, are you still in the room? That's kind of what I was asking you. Soda, I don't know if you heard me. I don't know if she's here still, but that's what I was asking you about your image. Did you make it a background for your board so you could still have words on the screen, but you can have the background too? Okay, so that's another way to do it. Thank you very much, friend. Appreciate you. Thank you for the support. Thank you all. You've leveled up with that too. Congratulations, friend. I can't. Let me do my sound effects for you. Um, I don't know if she's in the room, but keep that in mind. If you guys wanted to, you can make it this way where it's a full image. And then again, I'm floating. You can see, it's like it's a green screen essentially, but it allows your board, your message to still be on the board. So it's part of your board. If I change this is the full image green screen. I could make it just the upper part. So maybe I just want it up here and I want to use that and I want to crop it a little bit so you can see it. And then I can crop it so that it's showing maybe more of the skyline if I want that, not as much as the mountainside. And so I can do that. And so I can make it half the image, half the board, or I can make the full screen. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you. And so keep that in mind. You can create a board where you have your background image too. Here's the catch, and I want you guys to hear me clearly. So you can find these settings when you set up your live. Yes, it's before you go live. This is before I'm live. So I'm going to hit done. You know what? I'll do the full screen. Okay. And so the board message there, I'm going to hit done, and that's there for me. Okay. And so TikTok has to review it. Keep in mind, when you create a board, do not, I repeat, because I know some of y'all trying to figure out how to promote your business and how to talk about all your services and stuff. Do not put your website on that board. Do not put TikTok or any social media names on that board. Do not put identifying information on that board like phone number, email, all that stuff. And do not put pricing. It will restrict your views. TikTok will suppress your views, and it will possibly give you a restriction saying you're trying to push people off the platform. Your board should not have that on there. Okay. What brand to use for your uplight, my light above me, or you're talking about my background light? I'll pin that in a second. Give me a second. I'll pin for a little bit. So I'll pin some of the shop products in there. So keep that in mind. This is not for you to promote your business and stuff. Let me take that back. You're promoting what your live is about. You're talking about your hook. You can say you're using Service Plus. Thank you so much. We're Clairlyn. Thank you so much, Fred, for the roses, the headband. So you can promote your business, but you have to do it very tactfully. TikTok wants you to use Service Plus. Service Plus is where you can pin. I can pin messages like this. I do one-on-one consultations. I do offer coaching, and I am an agency owner, manager. So if you want to join my agency, it's a free program. So you can message me, and that's how you get in. Or you click this Service Plus, the yellow with the arrow in the corner here. That's what you're clicking. Okay. So you can't say become a TT live host. TT, you may be able to say. TT is probably fine. TikTok is not. TT probably could work. TikTok, don't put it. All right. But if you get in trouble with TT, that's probably why. So you were saying TT. All right. But it typically used to pop up a message. I haven't checked recently, but it used to pop up a message that gave you kind of a warning, like, hey, live streams won't possibly be recommended to the For You feed if you put social media, websites, pricing, and personal identifying information. So it gives that disclaimer. So if you get that message, it didn't like your board. Okay. So keep that in mind. Thank you all who came in. Ashley, thank you for the daily HeartMe. Good morning, Lisa. Lisa Callie, welcome to the room. So again, you can be really creative with your board. It's up to you if you want to try some different boards. Once you're in your live, you actually can change your board out. You got to create the board before you go live. And then once you come into the live, you can change it out for different things. So because I was on my main account when I changed that, created that board, here we go. So I can use this board. All right. And then the board, actually, the words on the board, I can move them up a little higher if I wanted to. And then before I went live, I could have, before I it just covered up my board. But before I saved that board, I could have took my fingers and made the words a little wider. That's why you see those other words a little wider, because I spread them out a little bit. So there's, like I said, there's some great features there. And so now my little picture of my vacation spot, we're looking at the in South Africa. This is Cape Town. And so we were looking over it. And so you could use this as a backdrop. All right. You said I love the background. Thank you. And so if I wanted to show something else, I could. So I was making a point to talk to Soda because she has a cute little backdrop that is part of her background, and she's using a green screen. Well, this is technically a green screen, as you can tell, my microphone. And so it's technically a green screen, but it's a little different, obviously, because of the way you're able to use your board as well. Okay. So this is another way you can do it. All right. And then once you're starting your live stream, you can change it out to other boards. So I can flip out to different boards if I wanted to. And so just know this is the new way. This is a board that I created the other day. And you see where it says right on the microphone, it says, ask me about my board. I was able to actually add another sentence if I wanted to. Okay, so this is a sticker, the Superfan Only Live, that's a sticker I created. But this message here where it says, ask me about my board, that's on my microphone, it actually is part of my board. I can't move this little message. It won't move up for me. So it stays right in that space. That's where I saved it at. It stays there. These boards here, I can move around. I can adjust them a little bit. So I can slightly move them, reposition them if I wanted to. So it gets to the point where it'll go into the trash bin, so you don't want to trash it. But yeah, so you can change it out, and you can tell I did a half cropped. Thank you very much, Miss Dawn. I did a half crop image up here. Now, obviously, it looks a little weird because of my lighting and stuff, but you could do that as well. All right, depending on what you have up here, you can create something. And all this image was something from my camera roll. So if you wanted to create something a little bit more creative in Canva, you could, and make that an image that you have up here. You could do some other creative type messaging. Now, again, don't put your website, pricing, social media, or personal identifying information on these boards. That's a no-no. And if you do it, TikTok will, again, restrict you. You might get a restriction for redirecting people off the platform. You could get get your views suppressed. Okay. So you won't get pushed out as much. All right. So keep that in mind. I say that to you guys. I don't want you guys to be wondering, like, what happened? No one's in my room. And it's because of your board. All right. And so, yeah, depending on your topic, you can have multiple boards that you're using. You can create multiple boards. The board feature, the AI, it starts using my background for the other ones too. So for example, like this one here, well, it didn't use the background. That's good. So you could change it out. And this is the engagement box I talked about. And so this is this engagement box you can create too. Thank you all for being here. So you can do that. And then if I wanted to change back to what I had originally, I can use that. Okay. And so thank you so much for the daily HeartMe. So boards, now, are we good? Are we good on boards? Who's going to ask me how I do my board again? I just gave a whole tutorial on it. Let me know if we have to ask again, like, how'd you do that board? Thank you, Fawn. Welcome to the room, everybody. So we talked about multi-guest boards, and we talked about the regular boards. All right. So boards, play around with them. And that's all set up before you stream. Yes. The screen before you go live. So if you are, let me show you. It's on this screen, the screen here. If I press this, it's going to count down 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. You are almost live, but it's on this screen. For me, the boards was here and it's under Service Plus. It may be under settings for you. Some people don't have the more updated features. So sometimes you may not, you don't have that separate icon for boards, or it might be under your Service Plus. So just keep that in mind. It could be in another place for you. You laughing twice as nice. You like, Lord. No, appreciate your friend. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. And so, thank you so much, Manny, for joining. Natty Nat, thank you for the populars. Thank you for the populars. And so I appreciate everybody being here. Let me know if there's other questions. I'm going to turn on the shopping cart. Somebody asked me about my lighting. Thank you so much for the head heart. Appreciate the support, everybody. And so I don't see as many friends in the room. If you are new to my room, put new in the chat. I think we have a lot of returners. Oh, maybe not. I think we have some new faces too. So my new friends come in. Thank you for your awesome tips. You are welcome. Appreciate you being here. Angela, thank you so much for joining. Dreamweaver, welcome to the room. You're new as well. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you stopping through. Cosmetologist gives giving tips on skincare, hair care, beauty, self-care, motivation. Do you go live? Who is going live? PMP, how are you, friend? Welcome to the room. Angela, thank you for that daily HeartMe. Who is going live too? I'll add a few products to my shopping cart. I am going to do, you know what? This is actually not the right time. I think 5. Well, let me do it. We'll say 5 p.m. somewhere around there. Because it's not 4, it's 5. I usually start my live and then I'll start the super fan. Still too scared. Thank you very much, Angela. I appreciate it, friend. Appreciate the gifts. You guys are awesome. Let's see. Good morning. Good morning. On day 2 of starting live. That's awesome. Look at you. How did it go? Hey, Beatable. I see you, friend. Twice as nice. You're new as well. Welcome to the room. Hello, 62-year-old single ongoing Neva. Is that it? Nevada. Is that it? Marriage. Oh, no. Buffalo, New York. Oh, you do go live. Awesome. Awesome. So welcome to the room as well. PhD, welcome on day 2 of your live journey. How did it go for you? Welcome, everyone. Hey, Natty Nat, please. Best place to learn and it is right here. I know it is, friend. Still too scared. Bay culture, what's the deal? Hey, sweetie pie. Welcome to the room. I still be going live. You will be going live. Okay, nice, nice. What time, Diamond? Thank you. Your teaching and tips are great. I appreciate that, Lulu. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support, you all. Let's see. Greetings, Dr. Lisa. I cannot leave a heart today. TikTok charged me yesterday for my coins, but they didn't give it to you. They charged you, but didn't give you any coins. I think that's what you're saying. Excuse the typo. You're totally fine. Didn't give me my coins. They charged you, but didn't give you the coins. Oh my goodness. Would you go to the website, or did you do it in the app? Did you do it in the app? I think we talked about that. Let me know if that's where you did it at. I would say definitely do the website, you all, if you want to put coins on your account. I was on with a different people. Is that who everyone has to get? Is that how everybody has to get started? What you mean on with different people? Tell me more, friend. What you mean by that? Good morning, sweetie pie. Correct. Okay. Yeah, I don't know about in here. Well, it's more expensive when you do it inside the app. Charge you twice. Oh my gosh. TikTok. Do better. I wonder if you could dispute that through like your app, your app, like your like if you did Apple Pay or some other Pay, or Google Pay, you can dispute the charge, maybe even with your credit card too. My plate is overflowing, haven't gone live, but still supporting these TikTok streets. I love that, Angela. Thank you so much. I did it yesterday during your live. Yeah, that's right. I remember we mentioned it. You mentioned it. Wow. Wow. And we'll be going live at Diamond, you're going live around 1 p.m. Central. Hey, Tanya, welcome to the room. Yeah, I wonder if you can dispute the charges PMP. I wonder if that's a way to kind of get it to reverse to say it wasn't, you never received it, essentially. I went live and then random people joined my room. Okay. Yeah, random people will join. Um, and so you just have to, I try to engage with the randoms. Hey, Nana. I try to engage with the randoms too, but yeah, they're just probably popping through. They don't get you. You don't get pushed out a lot in the beginning. So I tell people make sure you're doing video content, saying you're going live. So ideally, the people who follow you and connect with you, maybe some of those will pop in. Yeah, see if you can get some engagement from people supporting you through the comments and stuff. Thank you so much, friend. I ran out last night doing Jesse's battle. Oh, you ran out? Oh, you could just stay for the battles, just stay and tap the screen. Yeah, those taps and those comments get you points. Gives the live host points. And so even for battles, I tell people all the time, even if you can't contribute, that's totally fine because what happens is you putting comments in the chat, you tapping the screen, they're getting points. And I think over a course of a battle that 5 minutes, just comments and taps could get them, I want to say 3 minutes, I mean 3 points every 3 minutes. I have to go back and look at the instructions. So you might be able to get them anywhere between 6 to 12 points just from supporting that live. And that's good. That's support. Every person matters. And so that's good for the battles too. Um, so you will. Okay. Yes, definitely post about 30 minutes before your live is if you can. Yes, Natty Nat, that's true. Yeah. Posting before your live is a good tip. Hey Black Lotus. Happy thank God it's Friday. Yes. Welcome. Thank you for that. I love you so much. Have a blessed weekend. It's festival time in New Orleans. Oh wow. Thank you, sweetie pie. Appreciate you. Thank you for that. Yeah, New Orleans is one of my favorite cities. Awesome, awesome. Festival time. Welcome everybody. Okay, so that's what I did. I hit the screen. It was so much fun. We had a blast. She won though. She did. That's good. That's good. They were all on my screen, and I didn't know what to do, but I still kept engaging. What you mean all on your screen? Who? Who was on your screen? PhD. What do you mean by that? Let's do this. I said I was going to share a few products. I got to get off in like 10 minutes. I got to go to lunch. I'm getting off early. I'm going to end up doing like a solid maybe hour and 15 minutes. But my little guy, he is eating lunch with his mama today. So I'm eating lunch with him because his birthday was on Monday. He's in kindergarten and his birthday was on Monday in the school. I assumed I was going to be able to eat lunch with him Monday, but the school said they only do lunch on Thursdays and Fridays. And so we have a lunch appointment today. And then I'm going to meet with one of the creators in the agency. And so she's in town for Disney and I get a chance to meet with her. So thank you for the birthday wishes. Appreciate it. I pinned this. Somebody asked about my lighting. So this is the sunset lamp. Let me flip my screen. This is the sunset lamp. Thank you all. Appreciate you all. And it's a little lamp here. You see it here. It's a little small lamp. I'm going to show it to you in real time so you guys can see it. It's literally sitting on the edge of my little bar stool that I have sitting here, and it's pointing towards my wall. And it gives like this little rounded halo effect. Now my chair is a little higher of a back, so that's what you're seeing, that shadow. That's the shadow from my chair. So I try to cover it up, but that really is that light projecting, and it has a couple different settings. Thank you so much, friends. I see you all. Lamp is so nice. And it's a great price too, guys. Because I got this when it was $12.99. So no, it's even a better price than before. And so you can change the settings, you can make it flashing, you can change it out. Hey, Big Cheese. Thank you so much. Hey, Momo, how are you, friend? Or you could just make it a solid color if you want. You can change the colors to solid colors. They also have the strobe as well. Gives it a slightly different colors that you can put in there. You see a little bit different effects. And then I do the fade. They have this other one that changes the colors as well. A slow transition. Good morning, friend. So, thank you all who are coming in. Appreciate the support. Do you suggest having an agency before you go live on TikTok? Angela, you have to go live first. So an agency is there to support live hosts. So you have to start going live pretty regularly. Make sure you're consistent and you want to schedule. I say try to go live at least 4 days a week. Ideally, you want to be weekly if you really want to be pushed out and get visibility. The beginning is a little awkward. You got to get through those early growing phases. It's uncomfortable, but you get over that quickly. I tell people your day one's not like your day 10. Your day 10's not like your day 20. Your day 20's not like your day 30. So as time goes on, it gets easier. It gets a whole lot easier. But just have to kind of get through the early part of it, of being nervous and afraid. But at the end of the day, you build a community. You have a topic people are interested in. You're intentional about how you're talking about your topic so that people who are searching for that type of content, they can come across your live stream too. Hallie Q said it's a good little lamp, all the background you need. It is. And let me say, I got to give a shout out to Hallie Q because she is the reason I have it. She talked about it in her live, and I was looking for maybe I wanted lighting, but I was going to change out this little fixture I have on the wall, the little artwork. And I was like, well, maybe I'll get an artwork piece that has lights to it, and I will put that up. And I was like looking, and I couldn't find anything that I really spoke to me. And so I was like, okay, I need to put some time into this. And I was like, well, in the meantime, I'll get this little lamp and just add a little light to my room. And that's what I did. Yeah. So, and it's perfect. It's perfect for what I'm trying to do. I like the fact that it silhouettes my little fake plant here. It gives that little effect to it. Depending on what you have it pointing towards, it'll give a little artwork effect to your background as well. So that's what I'm doing with that. Now, the other piece to this lighting, that's the background. There's actually my clip-on light that gives me the front light. This night lamp is small and perfect size. It is. It is. I ended up buying two because I had this one just in case it goes out on me quickly. Somebody was like, "Oh, they had an experience where it burnt out quickly. However, they had ran it 24/7. So mine is not running 24/7. So I later found out they use it as a night light and it just stays on all the time for their dogs. And so with that, I was like, well, let me just get another one just in case. But it's been working for me. And I've had this for like, I want to say this is month number 3. I think I got it in February. So it's a really good bargain too. And so the clip-on light, let me switch that out real quick. Your girl is going to have to leave shortly, but let me switch it out. This is my go-to, okay? When I talk about using this light, literally, okay, using this light all the time. I use it all the time now because it's my clip-on light for the background. But even before that, I used it to light up my live. It used to be clipped to my phone, probably for like the first 6 months of my live. That was the lighting. All right. So let me show it to you in a second. Give me 1 second. I wanted to make sure I wanted to see the screen of what you guys see. I always want to see what you guys are looking at. Okay. Okay, perfect. I don't see. Okay, there it is. Okay, free through. So this is the light. So when I cut it off, you can tell the difference. Isn't that crazy? You tell the difference instantly. So you do need lighting. I tell you guys all the time, your lights matter, your sound matters, as well as your background, what you have going on, where you're streaming at, what room, what does that look like? What are you trying to have people do? You want them to stop. You want them to listen to you. You want them to engage. And so when you have too much going on in your background, it doesn't help. When your lighting's not good, they don't see you well. Can you use filters for Face on Live? Yeah, you can use filters. I use filters. There's filters in effects. So you can set up before you go live. You can set up some of the filters. Maybe you want to smooth out a little bit. You want to enhance a little bit here and there, but you can use filters. Yeah, and then effects is when I do this. This is an effect. Okay. And so, good morning. Working this morning. Do you record your live and repost it? TikTok automatically records your live. For the last 30 days, you get the live recordings. You can go back and do clips of it and post it. So yeah, you can definitely reuse your life. Playing with the background set, audio, and even makeup is part of the fun. It is. That is so true, Holly Q. Just hopped on. Good morning. Good morning, friend. How do you do that effect? This is called the heart gesture. This particular effect has a little bit of a enhancement to it too. It has a little bit of a filter because it'll make you look a little lighter, a little brighter, and enhance your lipstick so that it's a little brighter as well. So that's what's happening with this particular effect. Can you download the TT Lives? Yes. Once you can go into your recording. You only get 30 days. So you can go back and download the whole live, put it on your YouTube. You can put it wherever you want. It's your content. You can make it a masterclass, put it behind a paywall. Totally yours. Really quickly, this lighting. It is clipped on, it's a clip-on light. You can see it clips really wide. Um, and it also can come off if you need to make it vertical or horizontal. You can see the holes here. I'm not going to take it all the way off, but you can do it either way, vertical or horizontal. And then it has the ability for you to have 3 different light settings. You can have this mixed light. This is the bright plus the dim. This is the bright white light. You have the dim light here, and then this is the mixture. I usually do the mixture. And then you can turn it up. I don't have it on its highest level. So you can turn it up, but press, and that's brighter. See how bright that is? That's the brightest. Or you can turn it down. I usually turn it down a little bit so it's not blinding me. And so I turn it down to about that level. And then I clip it over on my tablet. So the lighting is both on my YouTube as well as my TikTok. And that's how I get my lighting. And so it's actually still a little bright. I usually another level down. And so have a great day. Thank you so much, Angela. I appreciate it. And so I use that. So for the lighting here and then the background. Should you stay with your niche when you go live? Absolutely. How do you change the font in your name in here? The font. How do you change the font in your name? You're talking about where it says K Dunn, changing your name there? You can't. Not here. It's under your settings. I'm assuming that's what you meant. It's under your profile. Your profile name has to change it there. We see what you put on your profile. Dreamweaver, your question. Your question really quickly. I'm only gonna stay on. I'm gonna do a hard stop at 11. So you guys got me for another 7 minutes or so. Dreamweaver, your question, you said stay within your niche. That is actually a best practice because you want to get people who are interested in your content to also come to your live stream. So you're ideally talking to your target audience, whether it's in your content or the live. And so if you're marketing your live and talking about your live and your content, I often say, I would say always, but not 100% of the time, but I often will say, at the end of my content posts, I'll say, join me live daily where I give tips to go live and monetize on this app. And also join my creator network, launch your income agency. Click my bio for more information. And so that's typically what I say at the end of my live. End of my content, so that when people come across that, they see it. They know I go live. And sometimes I'll pop up on the screen, or I'll say it. Join me live at 10 and 4 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern, where I give tips to go live and how to monetize on this app. And then also join my creator network, launch your income agency. Click the link in my bio. So I say that all the time in my content. But again, I'm being intentional about making sure people know I go live and they can also get more information from me. So that's what you want to start doing. So ideally, your content should mirror what you're doing in your live stream, because again, you're trying to attract the same people. You're talking to the same people. Let me know if that makes sense, friend. But that's what you want to do. Do you have a full makeup filter for lives? Do they have a full makeup filter? They have not. They have an effect. They have effects in there. Under effects, you'll find the different makeup options. But yes, they do. Under filters, they have some stuff to highlight your eyes and give you a little bit more enhancement to maybe your cheekbones and some other stuff that you can do. But yeah, so it just depends on what you do. You say, okay, yes, but how do you do that? It would happen at the font side. I mean, on your in your you know how in your keyboard maybe you can change the font that way. I've seen people do it. I think they're just using different fonts that they have in their keyboard. So their keyboard must have it. I don't know the answer though. So I don't know the answer. But yeah, they must be doing it from the keyboard level. Um so let me know who is going live. I'm gonna get off. You guys 5 more minutes. Who is going live? I'm gonna unpin this. Let me know if you're planning to go live. If you have any other questions about the products, I didn't talk about all the products. The very last product, I'm gonna pin it just so that you guys can see it. I'll show it because I'm gonna show it, and I'll show it here. And it's also on sale, 3 day shipping. This is a wireless microphone. Okay. There's no wires. It's a wireless microphone. It uses the receiver for your tablet, the C. You can put this in your tablet, or you can put it on your phone here on TikTok. So my sound, oh, that's cool. It's actually pretty cool, to be honest with you. I'm like really impressed with it. So the sound you guys are hearing is actually not the sound from the microphone, but I'm gonna put it here for you guys to see it. See this? Okay. And so now you hear the microphone. The microphone should be picking up the audio. So let me know if you guys don't hear it. Let me know what you do hear. Do you hear a difference? Let me know if you hear the difference. But I have it normally connected to my tablet as a way to make sure that the sound quality is good on my tablet. So I normally don't connect it to my phone. And so it's here on my phone today. So let me know, what do you guys think? Now, I normally use my phone audio, which is to me just as fine, but this offers more that podcast feel. You said, how do you switch to shoppable? I hear the difference, but it was better before. I think so too. I think my phone quality is just as good. My tablet quality is not as good, in my opinion. And so I like I like the fact that you can create this more podcast feel to it. I probably need to play around with the levels. You said this sounds fine. It does. I probably need to play around with the levels a little bit though. You can play with the gauge. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate it. But I do like my phone quality. So my phone to me does just as fine. Um, Sweetie Pie, I saw your question. Hold on, I'm gonna switch these out. So I just took that out so you guys can hear the difference. And that's my phone. So they canceled the background. Oh, okay. So you didn't hear the background sound when I had the mic connected. I need to learn how to navigate my live. I'm not there yet. Yes. Yes. So you'll get there with time. Don't feel overwhelmed by it. Sweetie Pie, when you now it's louder. Yeah, I think my phone is my audio on my phone is really good. So that's why I use the microphone for my tablet. Because the audio over there isn't as good on the tablet. Okay. So when everything's said and done, Sweetie Pie, all I did, if you have you said the phone echoes some. You hear the difference in my phone? You're saying it's echoing, or was it with the microphone? Let me know. When everything's said and done, Sweetie Pie, you would just click that shopping bag and just add products and then pin them. So that's all you're doing. Adding products and pinning them. Yep. And then you can go back to the product. You said my phone is echoing now. You guys hear an echo from my phone sound once I took that out? Say yes. It's not really an echo. It's more of a reverb. You hear that now from when I made that switch? Let me know. Um, Not now. Previously, when when I had the microphone on. Not exactly. It's just different. Not to me. Yes. Okay. Okay. Let me I'm gonna remove the products just so that you guys know because I don't want them to be in the shopping cart when I start it. But yeah, Sweetie Pie, it's just a matter of going into your shopping bag, and you can add products that are already in your showcase. And then TikTok has products that you can add as well. So that's how you would do it. It's the mic takes out any background noise. Okay, gotcha. The microphone was solid and clear sound without the mic. The microphone was sound solid and clear sound without the microphone. It's a reverb. I don't know which are you talking about. The microphone was solid and clear. Sound and clear sound without the microphone. Thank you. You're welcome. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know what you're saying, Diamond. Diamond, you said microphone twice for me. Which microphone? Excellent live. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate you all. Let me say this. I do actually have to get off. I have to go to the boys' school. Your sound without the microphone is bouncing off the walls. Oh, it's bouncing now, so you hear the reverb now. Okay. Can you sell your own products? If you are a TikTok shop for seller, you can sell your own products. Yes, you still have to be able to pin and do all the things I just did. You have to be a seller to do that. I'm an affiliate, so I was doing it from the affiliate perspective, but you have to be a seller. Thank you for sharing. You guys are welcome. Let me get off. I know you guys are coming in. I appreciate you all. Come back at 4 p.m. I'm going to be doing Superfan only live. It'll probably be closer to 5:30, but I will be doing that today. So my super fans come back as well. Come back, ask questions. Come back at 4 for the live stream, the regular live, and then we'll switch to super fan only. Let me know if you have any questions in the inbox. You can always message me on Service Plus. I will see you all later. I got to run. All right. Take care, friends. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Thank you so much. Appreciate you all. Sorry I have to leave early. All right. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you all over here as well. I appreciate you all. Sorry I got to get off early, but I do have to go. I will be back. I will be back later. Look forward to connecting with all of you all. Thank you so much for being here. All right, take care. Bye-bye.